Morning, it's episode number 5 of our Isle of Arran van life series. Now, today we've got loads of stuff that we're doing, and one thing that Danny's not that keen on doing, but I think we'll be fine. We'll explain more about that later in the video. She's proper worried about it, but she's overreacting, as always. So we need to sort some orders out for books, so we're going to get that done first, get the van tidied, and then we'll tell you a little bit more about what we're getting up to when we leave. It was a lot closer than I would have liked to be to that last night. Luckily I haven't touched it. I might have to start changing where I park actually, because I don't know if they started using this again.
What a beautiful morning walk.
After months of hard work, our Isle of Arran travel guide is finally available to purchase. The link for that is in the description below. If physical travel guides aren't really your thing and you prefer something a little easier and accessible on your mobile, then we have 7 different instant guides available for the small price of £13. These guides cover the ultimate Scottish road trip, the North Coast 500, Isle of Mull, the Isle of Arran, the Isle of Harris, the Orkney and Shetland Islands, as well as the Cairngorms. Now, to the thing that I know for a fact she's not going to be that keen on, but can you remember the first time we ever came and I identified 3 driving roads? You had the one up north, which was beautiful, the one across the middle, which we obviously drive all the time, and there was a one down south.
That was closed.
Yes, it was closed. Well, it's still closed.
Yeah.
And it was closed 2 years ago on Google Maps. However, when I was looking at it last night, the Google Maps car just threw caution to the wind, drove straight past, and when I've sort of followed him all the way along the route, there's nothing to indicate that that road is actually closed other than a sign at the entrance, which, let's not get bogged down with that. That could be there, that could have been forgetting. So, we're going to drive it. That's what we're going to do. Because I want to see what's there.
What? You're going to get us booted off the island?
Who's going to boot us off the island?
I know somebody will.
At the end of the day...
It's closed for a reason.
But what if that reason is it's not really closed, it's just a double bluff? It's to dissuade anyone who's not a local. And we are wanting, are you not wanting to become one with the locals?
I do.
Well then I think it's a must that we, what if there's something down there? What if the perfect plot of land, because we are looking to buy a plot of land on the Isle of Arran at some point in the future, what if the perfect plot of land, a perfect house is located down there? And it evades us because we were too dissuaded by a little sign that's probably just been forgotten about.
I definitely don't think we've forgotten about it.
I think it has. I think it has.
I'll just hide in the toilet if we get stopped.
So that's what we're doing. We're going to drive the Isle of Arran's Forbidden Road. Well, that wasn't quite as I expected.
See, I told you it was closed. And closed for good reason. It's got cones all the way around it.
Well, it didn't last time. But this isn't over.
Right.
Because I'm going to try from Lamlash.
Really?
From the other side.
Obviously we've got cones around.
If it's the same on the other side, then I'll give in. And this might be a long-lasting forbidden fruit that I can't quite grasp just yet. But I will at some point. What we've found since we started coming to the island, we've spent so much time around Blackwaterfoot because we absolutely love it there, and it feels so like home really. But maybe it feels like that because we always go there. We were told about another park up near Lamlash, which from what I've been told,
It does look lovely there, man.
it looks lush on the maps.
I think that could be.
Well, she
contender.
said it was probably her favourite on the island. And we didn't actually include that on our top 5 that we done last week because we hadn't been to it at that point. So that is where we're going to head tonight. So we could potentially find later on in the video the very best park on the entire island, but at this point I don't know. Guess where I've been? Even in this weather, the young'uns on this island could not care less. The school just get them out the way they're meant to be. Proper kids. Minging, wet, horrible, drizzly day. Doesn't matter, they're out. They were yesterday when we drove past, we were playing outside as well. As soon as it starts raining a bit where we live, they're straight in. So much so, even Peter Kay had that little bit about it. Sheila, It's spitting. Get the kids in. I think that's what he says. A woman's stuck. Our Sprinter seems to be flat. Trying to jump start, bit of a nightmare. Better go. Just left the poor lady. Couldn't get that van started. I don't know what the problem was, but I wouldn't have said it was a flat battery necessarily. That might be part of it, but it just wasn't even trying really at all. There wasn't like any sort of ticks as if it was trying to start. So I ain't a mechanic, so unfortunately I'm limited in terms of how much I can help anyway. We tried both batteries because I know obviously mine has two, and I think one of them's the redundant leisure battery, and I think that is the one under the bonnet, and then there's also the one under the passenger seat, and nothing whatsoever. But we're just heading up there, which is where the souvenir shop is. We're going to go have a little bit meeting with him. We're going to also put a little surprise in the shop, and I'll tell you a bit more about that. We're going to leave a copy of the Ultimate Scottish Road Trip, so you get everything that you would if you bought it for the book, the envelope that comes with it with the bookmark and everything in, the stickers, and also the slip. Now, the first person that comes to the Aaron souvenir shop, I'll put in a link in the description of where it is on Google Maps, and asks for it, just say, there's a book being left, is it here, can I have it? The first person to come and do that will get a free copy of the Ultimate Scottish Road Trip, because we're leaving it. If you're not the first person, then it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's not there. You can order them online, or just spend your money in here, see what else you can buy. So that's what we're going to do. First person to come takes it. Like a little treasure hunt. The weather is crap, and it's trying to put a dampener on the day. The Scottish weather is really trying to make sure that, one, I don't get any good photographs, which it's definitely doing a good job of that, and two, we can't really get out the van and see a lot without getting absolutely dropped. However, the weather cannot get between me and the forbidden route, which we're trying to approach from the other direction now. So we'll see what's down this road, because I'm very confident that we'll be able to access it from this side. And that will not spoil today. Well, that really has spoiled today. I honestly thought that was going to be alright, but it seems like the weather and the island at this point is not really playing ball. It has got a date on, so although it's ruined me day to day and everything seems to be going against us today, we will be back. Just rain clouds come over, and then it stops raining, and then it starts raining again, and then it stops raining again. So it is a little bit hard, and these videos aren't easy to make at the best of times, but when the weather is not on side, it makes life even harder. So you're just gonna have to bear with us. We are trying to make Summit ultimately out of nothing at this point.
The reason we get them out separately as well is because Woody just jumps everywhere. Or they just jump all over each other.
Well, this little boy, his knee bother you. You look at that with that coat on. Hey, you go back to bed now. Next, go bed. You go bed, Rufus. Rufus, bed. Good boy.
Here's the little jump along one.
Next is this one. Can anyone else let us know in the comments as well, if you have dogs in the van, how many dogs have you got? Is there anyone else that's as ridiculous as we are trying to have 3 dogs of this size? They're not even small dogs, with 2 of us in a medium wheelbase van. If there's anyone with more than that, let us know, because I feel for you. It is hard work. finished our nice walk. Everything was a lovely little calm night, wasn't it? Took the dogs for a walk. So we'll quickly have a little stroll back to the co-op since it's such a nice night. And in the time it took us to pick up a pot noodle for me tea, this is came in. And it's proper dark as well. I don't know if it comes across. No idea how that'll come across on video, but the sky is like almost like a brown colour, isn't it? As if it's like smoky or something. But it was lovely when we came for the walk, which is, I suppose, the good thing, because we've got to get out the van for a bit. It's getting dark now anyway, it's 4:10. We're going to jump in the van. I don't know if we'll bother hoovering it and sorting it out just yet, but we'll drive along to try and find this park up, and then we'll hoover it and sort of get it all sorted then before we chill out, because the van is absolutely disgusting. It is raining a little bit, but kind of eased off slightly for now. So this is the spot. I'll show you. It's quite a size actually. You got the Holy Isle there. Lamb Lash is just down that way. There's bins. There's a parking sign. There's a walk along that way as well. Looks like someone's farm or something up there. So hopefully they're all right with it. I suppose they probably will be. It's far enough out the way. Benches and seats. I bet it's lovely here in the summer. Obviously not in this weather like, but it's mostly flat as well, considering, which is nice. And I suppose the water, this is low tide, but it should be low enough that we're not going to get any bother, unless a full-on storm breaks out later on. But it's not forecast, it's just forecast for khaki grey rain. So we're going to jump back in there, get it all tidied, because the whole thing is an absolute disgrace. Look at this. That is absolutely disgusting. So we're going to get that sorted. That's a stupid big jacket. Riveting YouTube content. In this week's episode, I've wrapped some wires around a hoover. We're going to stop doing this because I need Danny to help.
No, you do everything.
I cannot, man. I cannot possibly do all
You
that.
can. I've just
do
watched
everything.
you. I've just watched you. You're doing a cracking job.
I am doing a cracking job.
You turn the seats round with me on it.
Are you winding me up?
No,
I'll hold you
I'm
down.
not that heavy.
You can see the island again now, though, which is.
Shall we put your lights on and see how if they shine across too? Let's have a look. They look shit then, babe.
Barely use it as a lighthouse.
I'm not impressed.
Do
you think when
it to reflect on?
Do you think when it gets
They'd
darker?
be brighter than a lighthouse then.
But if it gets darker, can we test the lights?
I'll tell you what, is it raining? To see how bright these are, since it's not raining.
It is raining.
It's not raining heavy though, is it?
No.
I'll get the drone out, and I'll fly the drone out, and I'll flash the lights, and I'll show you how bright these lights are. Oh, I like this.
As if you've just let it take off from that opening of the window.
Yeah, I am a drone pro. Right, flash it now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do it again.
I'll just keep them on.
Look at that.
Aye.
Dunno.
Lighthouse?
That is a full-on lighthouse. Worst case scenario, I'll just become a lighthouse.
In a van.
We'll just park
A
here.
lighthouse van.
We'll park here and just be living the lighthouse life. Do you reckon I'll land it in the van so I didn't have to get out in the rain? Ooh. Come on.
It's on a clean carpet. Ah. What? Even chucked out some rubbish?
See?
That's what we should use instead of a hoover.
And that is how it's done. This little drone, the utility drone. Not only am I hoovering, being a lighthouse, but I'm a leaf blower as well. My work. I don't think I have to tidy up now, babe. I think that's
You need to
clearly
drink-
I've done my job for the night.
You need to drink more often if it's going to make you this productive.
I've had 2 sips.
I know.
Now I get drunk easy, but I'm not that easy.
No, it
Jesus.
was more about the productivity,
Oh.
not the pissness. That'll come later.
See? What a little contraption. If you haven't seen the video where I build that, it's not like a vlog style video, it's an awful DIY video, but still, if you want to see how we make that, I'll put the video link either up here or up this side. There we have it. Last week's episode, mostly done. I can't fully finish it until I'm home because I like to just look at it on a bigger screen, but for a first one I've ever edited on a laptop, I actually didn't mind it at all. It's just smaller, you know what I mean? Just like that.
That's why you need your glasses.
I know, that is why I need my glasses. I'm getting old. The dogs are obviously delicately balanced, as you can see there by Theo. He's quite nimble for a big lad. Rufus is under there just chilling right out, aren't you, boy? And Woody. No, he is, he's bollocks.
No, you need to split the camera.
There's Woody there.